Kadugaya, I'm Aratik and welcome to another week 2 of the ACL Season 2. I, of course, am the coach for the Slovenia Slowbros, and week 2 is here. In week 1, we got our asses whooped by a belly drum Zangoose, and I had no idea that Zangoose gets belly drum. And a little bit of a spoiler, Pokemon now get moves that previously didn't, and I don't know shit about it. This may or may not have affected the game which I played. And why is my door not closed completely? So yeah, today, week 2, we are going up against Hitmontop Guy and the Honolulu Hitmontops. This is the team I brought. I brought contrary eject button Shuckle because I don't have many switch-ins for a Victini, for a Choice Bandit or Choice Scarf Victini. So what I did is I brought an eject button, and if I switch my Shuckle into the Victini, bam, V-Create drops its speed, I get the hell out of there. Or if he U-turns, I get the hell out of there, and I go into something that something that's in my favor. It gets me momentum, right? So into either Blastoise or Zoroark, because Zoroark is faster. Blastoise is Scarf, Water Spout, which you guys will see. I have the anti-lead Zoroark here, Life Orb, Dark Pulse, Hidden Power, Ice, Taunt, and Sucker Punch. That is for his Gliscor, because he has a Gliscor on his team, as well as it's his only way of hazard setting, which is why I brought like the anti-lead frigging Zoroark to outspeed it and knock it out with a Hidden Power Ice. But he didn't bring Zoroark still though. Next, Mega Gardevoir, just Mega Gardevoir. I expected a lot for it. It didn't really do. I probably shouldn't have brought it and went like Rotom or something. But I guess you always feel pressure to bring your Mega, or at least I do. I don't know. You always feel pressure to do it, just because it's especially Mega Gardevoir. It's a super good mon, and people prepare for it, which is why I like using under-tiered Megas personally, because people are not prepared for it, and the switch-ins are like he has. I don't know, probably, like, looking at it, probably Scarf Hydreigon, Assault Vest, frigging Escavalier, especially defensive, normal thingy, what's it, Licky, Victini, Assault Vest, or something, or Scarf to outspeed it, and just, you know, I need to start prepping for that more. But yeah, anyway, Goodra, Assault Vest, as usual, takes any hit, and Skarmory just, I don't know, mixed defensive, with something. So yeah, okay, let's just click play. I decide to lead off with my Zoroark, same lead, even though Gliscor is not there. And let's put this to slow so I can talk. Even though Gliscor is not there, I decided to lead my Zoroark, and I wanted to disguise it as a Shuckle. But I ended up I don't know, I forgot that it's the last spot, not the first one. But fortunately enough, I do get my last one was Skarmory, so that's still good for me. And I just clicked Taunt. I don't know what he wants to do. I know that he's not going to go for a Fairy type move versus a Skarmory. I bet that he is super weirded out by what's going on. He switches out into Licky. I switch into my Fuckle. Shuckle, the Fuckle. You don't Fuckle with the Shuckle, man. And here I thought he was maybe going to want to go for Toxic or something. Draining Kiss does 0 damage. My eject button now goes to waste, unfortunately. But yeah, I go into my real Skarmory this time around. He Draining Kisses because he thinks that this time it's his Zoroark, but nope. I set up my rocks and he defogs. And was like, wait, Comfy gets defog now? What the fuck is that? Like, why? What's happening? And then, of course, he starts setting up Calm Minds. I'm just like, nope. Set up Stealth Rocks. And then I noted my Shuckle is contrary. And I'm like, bitch, if you want to defog, let me get this evasiveness up. Right? Bam. Defog. So now I'm +1 evasiveness. First I want to go for Toxic, because he's not gonna... I can't have him setting up Calm Minds. And bam, Toxic lands. Absolutely lovely. Now I can set up my Webs, my Stealth Rocks, my... I think I can go a bit faster here, because this shit starts to get, kind of annoying. I click Encore, so I can set up my Stealth Rocks and my Sticky Webs. So his Encore ends after a couple of turns. Draining Kiss, of course, does 0 damage. Sticky Webs, here he goes for Defog again, and I'm just no, the Encore hasn't ended yet. He lands every single frigging what's it called? I go for Toxic in case he would want to switch out. Defog raises my evasiveness again. I Encore him into Defog, which is absolutely lovely. My evasiveness goes up. I click Sticky Web first because I want Sticky Web. He lands the U-turn and goes back into his comfy, and I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna just spam Sticky Webs. Oh, I click Toxic on the Victini just in case he would want to stay in or go. My evasiveness is now +3, so that means 50% chance to not hit. Defog lands again. I mean, Defog always lands. +4 Shuckle now. Sticky Web, I'm just gonna spam Sticky Web. He switches out into his Redemption. I mean, into his Hydreigon. Bam, lands the frigging Dark Pulse. And I'm like, must be frigging nice, isn't it? Here, I know he's gonna switch into the Escavalier. I probably should have put Hidden Power Fire on the Mega Gardevoir, but I say that I don't have to predict anything because I have safety goggles on my Skarmory in the case of Sleep Powder Venusaur. I just Brave Bird for some nice damage, and here I go into my Lady, which is actually Zoroark, because Zoroark was the most expendable member of my team, and I just click Hidden Power Ice, predicting him to either switch out or stay in. Yeah, that's fine. Dark Pulse, I get a very lucky flinch here. I don't know if it mattered in the end, because realistically it didn't too much. Yeah, the Venusaur goes down quickly. Here he actually says that he forgot his Triage, which is why I'm able to kill the oh, excuse me, kill the Comfy. Here I go, I taunt again, right, because I'm a god and I kind of have him wish up. Dark Pulse for some decent damage. I die to Life Orb. So here he's fully sped up. I caught that shit. So Slime Shady, I go for probably should have predicted this, but I'm like, I have Flamethrower, that's fine. Flamethrower does decent damage. He misses his Mega Horn, which is like, I hacked him. I mean, this Mega Horn miss mattered more than the flinch did, because now I'm able to take the Dracometer and knock the frigging Hydreigon out, and now it's Victini and freaking Licky Licky against the world. He U-turns out. Gooey doesn't matter because he U-turns out. I probably should have sacked my Skarmory or something. But yeah, this Licky Licky here is annoying. It's a bit annoying because he protects, he Hyper Voice. Okay, I should have gone for Psychic first. I acknowledged that later. But yeah, Wish. Here, Shadow Ball on his Protect. I should have always Shadow Balled on his Protect in case he wanted to go into his Victini, pass the Wish into his Victini, but I decide, you know what, if the Victini comes in, I want my Stealth Rocks up, make it go to 75%, and now he reveals Fire Blast. That's like, oh right, but you can't really touch my Blastoise, can you? And I just need here I stop him from passing wishes, so that's why I clicked Shadow Ball always, and I have Wish of my own, and I'm like, finally, I realize I have Psychic too. I can get a Spidef drop, so why am I not going for it? Psychic, you know, I'm a god, so I get the first turn Spidef drop, which pretty much makes the Licky Licky always in range of my Water Spout, and that's pretty much game. If he wants to switch out, if he wants to switch out, that's fine. If not, yeah, that's pretty much it. So now I just go into my Shell Rock, which is a pun because it's a Sherlock, right? Sherlock Holmes. No, Shell Rock. No, I'll do it myself now. Water Spout picks up. The Victini is slower than me because I am Scarfed and he is under Sticky Webs, and that's a 1-0 victory for Slovenia Slowbros. I'm not as happy with how I played. What I'm not happy about is that I didn't know that Comfy gets defog now. That's a thing. Shuckle could have been played better. And my Gardevoir in the end, I was just kind of clicking buttons instead of actually thinking what I'm about to do. And as I was saying, Gardevoir, it probably shouldn't have come in prep. Rotom instead for the Escavalier, which was obvious as the Escavalier is gonna come. It's the only check for it, or at least I should have put Hidden Power Fire on the freaking Gardevoir. But yeah, I mean that's fine. We're now 1-1, which is dope. It's kind of dope. Not gonna lie. It's 13 more weeks to go, and hopefully by then I will actually know shit about Pokemon. I will know what Pokemon does. Jesus Christ, because I don't know shit. And then these comfies and frigging, I don't know, Florges will be surprising me with fucking Defog. Why does Florges get Defog of all Pokemon? Like, and Entei still doesn't get Earthquake. How does that make sense? But yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed, of course, be sure to leave a like down below as always. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of today's match. And yeah, that's it for me, I guess. Thank you for watching, and I'm out. Tune in for next week. Yeah, deuces. Forgot to say that this is 1 day late, but, you know, I had some homework to do. Anyway, deuces.